Okay, going with the double choke comp. Okay.
Yeah, no Sabian either.
We
So this
haven't
is definitely going
seen
to have a lot more damage.
we haven't seen double choke in a very long time. Um, believe when was the last time somebody actually ran double choke?
This is going to be very tough for Kimpaz.
Yeah, so we've got Goliath running Terces, Erok, Ferg, Hellhounds with Symiad, Ragnor, Kimpaz, Branzol, um, which on paper is not a terrible lineup, but I think is going to be interesting to see how well they're able to execute on a strategy. Um, Against double choke with just the one bard and one that is not well tested, I don't believe in ACFL.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a struggle for him to keep his team up.
I think you think about what does one team need to do? Like, what is the Hellhounds' path to victory here? And I don't think any of us really understand exactly how you beat Warlock with a lot of damage behind it.
Yeah, and that's another facet to this, right? It's not just double choke; it's a warlock with flash, and it's double choke with huge amounts of disruption from the warlock. So the warlock's going to send you scrambling, trying to regroup, and as you're scrambling, you're going to have these two chokers just putting you on the ground. Um,
Yeah, I think the one thing that comes to mind, especially looking at the comp that GG is running, is they're basically relying on Terces as their main source of healing. I mean, Ferg has a good amount of mana, but he's still limited to cure crit, which is slow and single target. So I think their objective somehow is to just do the damage. The way Zudum, beat Crossroads and Magma was really taking advantage of their lack of heals, and it was kind of a similar lineup to what GG is running right now.
hmm. So, I mean, Ferg and Terces do both have some healing. Terces' healing is going to be pretty limited in terms of really only being able to do it out of combat to get the most out of his healing, other than lay. So I'm trying to think what Hellhounds can do to kind of abuse that.
If I'm Hellhounds, I think I focus Ferg and Erok. That's
Hmm.
just what my I think Ferg has shown some vulnerability. He's also their flash, and then you know the Warlock is going to be the main source of the chaos that they're going to face. So they need someone to keep the Warlock blind, and they want to keep Ferg in a shield as much as possible.
Yeah, I think you have to focus Ferg, but to be honest, like looking at that lineup and looking at Hellhound's team, there's nobody on Goliath that I'm going to be happy focusing um, if I'm Hellhounds. And that's not a great position to be in. I think, I don't know, man. I think maybe you have to focus Erok and hope that you can keep him from breaking your group with stun.
Yeah, it's a tall order for sure.
Like I think every option here just sucks for Hellhounds.
No, so Kimpaz. So I think if you focus Ferg and instead of going with cones and stuff, I think they need to be testing saves. I mean, it's two orcs and a yin, and I mean Ferg saves really well, but I think you can at least try some dispels or
Yeah, that's
try
fair.
to
I
make something
think
happen.
I think that's fair. Testing their saves with the Conclave Mage and the Elf, I think, is about the best you're going to be able to do.
And they have no spell damage, so Symiad should be very survivable against them. So it looks like the Egg Golem's getting geared up.
Overlay.
Look, yeah, they can't see the match.
Oops. All right, can you see now?
No.
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
they can't see it.
Yes. They can see it now.
Okay. Now it's up now, yeah.
All right. Erok takes a dirt kick, so they are going to try and keep him blind so that it's harder for him to toss. But I think you have to have blind and stun on him to hope that that's going to work.
That's trying to entraps. Looks like Kimpaz is going with there's a dispel.
Okay. They can get some good damage. Bizath does take a hit from Branzol on Sanct, but
why is Kimpaz's acid blast damage so low? Did he get smited? I think he did.
Most likely.
Think I missed it. Yeah, he must have gotten smited. So he needs to just be trying dispels and maybe energy drains on Terces.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even bother with acid blast right now.
He's throwing dispel protections around like candy.
That's a good idea. So Terces is trying to smite blind. Erok is dirt kicked again, so this is not going too bad.
Terces rescuing Ferg, trying to keep some of the damage off of him.
Yeah, Ferg has flashed.
Kimpaz throwing out an acid blast, which I don't agree with. Again, given that he seems to be wholly smited.
Symiad is choked at the red flag. Double choked.
Yeah.
There's the group breaker on Branzol. So Symiad's back up. And there's flash.
And now this is gonna be a hectic position for Hellhounds.
Ragnar's in red. Ragnor is getting beat up.
Ferg is also getting beat up, but with Hellhounds being group broken, flashed, some of them are choked. This is getting very awkward.
So it looks like Branzol ran all the way back to blue flag.
Bizath in the red now as well, though.
Yeah.
So they're trying to regroup and...
Yep. I see, yeah. So HH is back in blue flag. They're grouping up now.
Ragnor swapping out his gear.
So Kimpaz needs to be ranging cones before they engage. Assuming his Holy Smite is wore off. It's what, 3 ticks?
2 plus 0, yes.
It's been so long since I had it.
Ragnor is unarmed.
Erok missed the toss.
And Ferg disarms Symiad now as well.
Alright, so there's another group breaker. Ferg's in red. Kimpaz is lash stunned.
And somebody just took a smite blind. Kimpaz is smite blind. So no range cones.
Yeah, he can't rejoin the group either. For those
And
3 ticks.
Ragnor still has not wielded a weapon. So he's just...
I've heard you roundhouse better if you don't have a weapon.
Oh no. Oh no. This is not looking good for Hellhounds.
I agree, but I was expecting this to go a lot worse.
Yet another group breaker comes out.
Ragnor does have a weapon on. 2 of them.
Okay. And they're regrouping. So it looks like Hellhounds is mostly or all the way regrouped.
And they're broken. And flashed.
And
And Kimpaz has ranged his team, or coned his team.
Just one, I believe.
Is he still Holy Smited? That damage is so low.
Uh,
Seems impossible.
yeah, that's...
Okay, so tick just passed. It was a. I think Holy Smite might be like 4 ticks or 5 ticks, because his damage is doing what you'd expect now.
Okay.
Man, these skills last so long.
They really do. I was about to
Kimpaz
say,
just
is
took a
Kimpaz
slow.
trying to suicide? But no, it was a gourd.
Okay, Ragnor just got laid. Lucky Ogre.
I question that lay a little bit. Obviously, it kind of depends on where Ragnar's mana is at.
Yeah.
It's possible he hasn't had an opportunity to spend a lot of his mana because they've spent so much time group broken that he hasn't had good chance to do Song of Healing. So he could be sitting on a lot of mana.
Ferg is back in white. Terces is in white. Vizath and Erok were last in red. Terces swapping out of his mana gear. That is a lot of mana gear. Good lord. Kimpaz in white too, so they just did quite a bit of healing.
Yeah. Okay. So they're ready
So
for
this
round
is almost
2.
like a reset. Yeah, this is basically a reset.
Looks like Terces spent that time mass healing as
Kimpaz
well.
is all by himself. I'm not sure what he's doing. Okay, he's going in now.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, wait, he's
Yep,
hitting Ragnor and Symiad
yeah,
too.
he's sitting his team. Symiad takes a slow.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's off right away.
There we go. There
Terces
now he's
deploying
hasted.
shield strikes.
Okay. Erok's taking a lot of damage. Vizath taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, Vizath is in red and stunned.
All right, Hellhounds might have weathered the storm here. They're turning things around. Erok takes a dirt blind. The group breakers continue to come.
Vizath is doing a lot.
And Branzol is on Symiad now. That's okay.
Yeah.
He does flee off.
Erok just imbued himself.
Interesting. He's going to try and do some casting, apparently. Symiad spell sinking himself. Bad Symiad.
I'm okay with it.
It's just so unnecessary. He can use that mana to chain.
Are expensive. Alright, so they're back on Vizath, which I like. I do think focusing Vizath is good. Symiad's group broken. There's a flash.
I like focusing Vizath a little bit because if you take him down, then Symiad is able to tank the rest of the team. He's going to have a harder time tanking up and carrying the flag if Vizath is there to cross kick and then trap him.
I think Ragnor is just holding down his roundhouse button.
I mean, it's not like he can do Song of Healing, right? Because you're just going to waste all your mana every time you get group broken. So you really have to do your Song of Healing out of combat. Ragnor does go down.
Yeah.
And Symiad takes it a spell. Ooh.
He does.
So that imbue coming in handy. And a stake. I think Ragnor being the first to die is actually kind of good for Hellhounds. If they can continue to make this scrappy.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage. I think Sync fell on Kimpaz.
Yes.
You gotta quaff one tick before.
And there's a slow as well. So Kimpaz is likely to go down right here.
Yep.
Okay.
There it is.
So if the rest of Hellhounds can die here.
I'm sure Terces is going to pick up right now. Terces or Erok.
Yeah, they need to delay the capture for just a little bit and then die, and then they
Yeah,
can
I
come
mean,
out fresh.
Branzol's. Oh, look, Erok wimpied.
Okay. Yeah, Branzol's taking a lot of damage. This looks to me like he's in stance offensive.
I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean,
Yeah, I think
he's
it's good.
delaying
Like I said,
attack,
I
and
think
he'll
he needs to
die.
be delaying and then dying, and that's
Yeah,
what stance offensive accomplishes. So I,
and I think they're leaving GG, hurt. People are low, and mana has got to have
yeah,
been used up.
this is the position that you can put yourself in where
Oh,
you
Bronzel's choked. Oh, looks like Symiad woke him up with
okay.
chain.
Um,
He just
Symiad
picked
just
up.
a hair too slow. If he had been able to get that chain off and interrupt the
I think
flag,
this is okay.
yeah, I think it's
I
fine.
think
I
even
think
if
Symiad just
Terces goes
canceled
and
because he's
caps,
gonna
yeah.
kill himself.
Oh, they
Ooh,
choked.
Ferg.
Well, he's up.
Oh, he's
He's up.
up. He's up. Go, go,
Yeah.
go, go. Kill yourself. Move and
Go
kill
chain
yourself.
himself on Terces is what I would do right now.
I don't know why he's chaining himself instead of acid blast. There we go. There we go. Yes, this is perfect. I think Hellhounds is playing this part of the game very
They're
well.
choking. I would have run to Terces and chained. I think that would have been a lot smarter
Yeah,
than
get
trying to acid
yourself.
blast himself. Yeah.
But I think you run the risk of running into Terces and straight into somebody spamming choke for you.
So Symiad's going to be separated by 2 ticks, but this is still all happening at pretty much the beginning of the first cap. So this is still, and there's still a shot here.
Yeah, I think. Okay, perfect. He chains. He's gonna get choked again. Um,
Shouldn't have used so many OMFGs, Symiad.
yeah, I was literally just thinking
Yeah,
when
300 plus
OMFDs come
HP.
back to bite you, you're too tanky to kill yourself.
All right, so there's the first cap, and unfortunately, Symiad is still alive.
Yeah, he's.
So Ragnor is hopefully going to wait for Branzol and Kimpaz.
Okay.
He's choked again. Man,
Yeah.
he's just being played like a fiddle.
Yeah, Goliath doing all right.
Terces took pity.
Yeah, that was definitely a mistake. As in, not what they should have done. Vizath and Ferg were playing that to perfection, keeping Symiad choked but still around. I'm not sure why Terces decided to go finish him off.
So they haven't even picked up the flag yet, have they? No, they haven't. What are they doing?
No.
Are they waiting for Ragnor to respawn? Like, are they hoping to pick off somebody else?
I really don't know. They definitely should have run this flag. The fact that they
Yeah,
haven't,
that's bizarre. That was a solid tick and a
like,
half that
I
they
think
didn't do anything.
the only possible thing that you could do at this point, other than run the flag, is all kill each other so that you respawn. And that, I think, honestly, would have been possibly the right thing to do. Um,
I don't know about that. I do not endorse that opinion.
I mean, it depends. It looks like Terces does have some mana to heal them up, but he can't have that much in the tank.
GG wants to have a second cap before they wipe and be able to do some damage. Oh, it looks like Terces has been doing some mass heals. So maybe, yeah, Erok's back in yellow too, and he was down to Wimpy at one point. So maybe they're thinking they'll be able to just weather the next fight.
It's going to be interesting when Hellhounds can get back out.
The scary thing here is somebody from
There's
Hellhounds is
Kimpaz.
going to have to counter cap. I think this is early. Maybe he's just going to try to range some cones. Why is he acid blasting?
That is a very good question.
Okay, Branzol came out too. Ragnor. Okay, Ragnor's
Yeah.
out too. So
Okay.
they're going to try to just fight this, but I wish he was coning.
Erok with another imbue gourd.
Kimpaz hasted off his slow.
And there's a pickup from Goliaths, or the capture rather from Goliaths.
Not entirely sure how they were thinking this would go. So we've got Ferg in red.
Kimpaz gets a single target cone off.
Terces
Terces
has
picks the
already picked
flag,
up again. Yeah, he's already picked up.
probably thinking they have to rescue across at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it is dangerous for anybody on HH to countercap with group breakers and an armsman and an assassin, but they're also low, so this is a tough call. I don't think
Yeah,
they can wait too much longer to countercap, though.
I definitely don't think it's clear cut what they should be doing here. So I don't. It's hard to criticize picking up the flag right there, given they're
So
kind of.
Zap is rescuing Terces across. Erok spamming slows at Branzol.
Yeah, I think.
All right, Kimpaz did pick up.
All right, and I think that's definitely their best carrier because
Yeah,
he can.
you need to pick up for sure.
And I think that's the right play. I think Terces picking up the flag was the right play, and I think countercapping in response is absolutely the right play.
All right, he's got an egg golem.
I think Goliath would have
Ragnor
been
is mana hasting.
Goliath would have been better suited if they had been able to have somebody out there trying to prevent a countercap. I think Ferg could have been over there keeping anybody from picking up.
I definitely agree. Branzol's choked. Kimpaz is getting stunned and he's slowed. Well, just the haste off so far. So
Symiad takes a smite blind.
Yeah, Symiad's back out too.
Kimpaz didn't golem here because they're rushing and the golem's going to get group broken anyway.
So I don't think you can group break a golem, and he did golem.
Okay.
So he summoned a new one after he picked up the flag, yeah. And you can't group break a mob.
Well. I looked down at chat and I missed things.
I don't know if Vizath is wimpying or that was a
Kimpaz is down in red. Branzol really needs to just basically be spamming heal on him. Kimpaz is gonna die relatively quick.
Yeah, he's getting okay. There's a rescue, but Kimpaz did not walk out. Vizath is on him now. Do we know where Terces is? He's at the blue tent, so he's 2 rooms. Kimpaz is dead. That's mortally wounded.
And that's gonna be the game.
Wow, he didn't die.
He didn't
got
die.
healed and walked away.
Wow. Okay, he's rescuing himself.
So Terces is in the flag room. So Branzol has Ferg's.
Okay.
Ah, there it is. Okay.
That was a scrappy game as well.
How did Ragnor kill Kimpaz? Oh, because he got coned by Kimpaz.
That
there was an avenue there. Again, I was expecting worse. So when I saw the matches tonight, I thought this was just going to be 2 brutal steamrolls.
Yeah, I think Hellhounds is gonna have some work to kind of get a little bit more cohesion together. But in their defense, Goliaths is running basically the most disruptive team you can possibly have in ACFL, and Hellhounds held their own against it without having a ton of experience playing with each other.
Yeah, it definitely could have gone worse.
So I think room for improvement, but like I said, even in a loss, I think that looked reasonably competitive for a team that's never played with each other against a bunch of people that have been playing with each other.
Yeah, and it's hard to sit here and think back on the match and say, oh, here's what they needed to do differently. Because I think the Warlock just introduces so much chaos, and it's easy to kind of theory craft about how you handle it, but
when you're flashed, group broken, and getting choked here, there, and everywhere.
It really is just chaotic. Yeah.
Um,
Nightmares of old knighthood sea wars.
I think pretty well played by Hellhounds. Obviously, props to Goliath with a kind of scary looking lineup.
Yeah, I like seeing that lineup. I think one of the things I feel pretty certain about is that the Warlock is not going to work well if you don't have a lot of damage behind it.
Mm-hmm. You have to be able to capitalize on the group breaks. If you can't if you can't punish the other team when they're disrupted, you're not gonna be able to really get value out of your Warlock.
Yeah. And I think we've seen with Hydra, with their Pixie Invoker and their Armsman and their Baklai Assassin, and then Brutes with the Troll Barb and the Root. Like, there's a lot of damage there. So it's interesting to see how GG is trying to catch up in that regard.
So very, very cool set of matches. Let's take a look at the schedule for Thursday. We've got
So it's going to be exciting.
Hydra at Brute Squad and Hellhounds at Stars. So
I think both of those are going to be fun.
yeah, I think they're going to be a good couple of matches. We'll get to see. I'm curious to see what Hydra ends up coming at us with, and if they're able to deal with the amount of damage we're going to be throwing their way. Because
that's how I feel like, are we going to be able to deal with the amount of the damage? Pixie Invokers.
I think we're in a similar position to how KCS is, where other teams really need a plan to deal with just overwhelming amounts of damage coming at you round after round after round. And if you don't have a plan for that, you're going to be hurting.
The clear weakness that Hydra is going to have to address is their lack of sustain. I think they have the damage down. They have the Warlock is obviously good, but they are missing the amount of heals, just the sheer amount of heals that other teams have in KCS and GG and Brute Squad. So we'll have to see, how that plays out.